Hey everyone, this is going to be my review for A Simple Favor. I've been highly anticipating this movie. I mean, I really only knew about it like about a month ago. But once I saw the preview, I was just like, oh, this movie is going to be great. And I was not disappointed. So very simple. First of all, it is rated R, and it's very, very, very rated R. There's a lot of sexual stuff in there, and there's a lot of language, and not only language from, the adults in the movie, but actually language from little tiny kids. Very adult themes. Just so you know, it's very, very rated R. Okay, there is some nudity as well. Just be aware of that. All right, so Simple Favor, just before I get started, there's going to be spoilers in this review. So if you don't want the spoilers at all, just stop watching right now because I'm going to spoil the heck out of it to talk about this. But okay, so the summary is you have this mother, and her last name is actually Smother, which is really funny because she does smother her child. She's like the ultimate helicopter parent, played by Anna Kendrick. Love Anna Kendrick. Love her. And so she super volunteers for everything, but her son is really good friends with this little boy called Nicky, and so Nicky and her son, I forgot actually what her son's name was. Anyway, want to have a play date, and so she meets Nicky's mother, Emily, and who's played by Blake Lively. Love her as well. And Blake Lively, as soon as you see her entrance in, she's like that sophisticated working mother with that high stress job, but she's fashionably, and but she's very abrupt. Like, she speaks her mind. There's no filter. She's very blunt. And whereas Anna Kendrick is very like, oh, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm that mother who is just going to I'm going to make everything great. I'm going to, I don't want to offend you. And everything has a positive spin. And so they, because of their sons, they actually have this, this friendship that forms. And they're very opposite people, which you just enjoy watching. But anyway, so because of Emily's high stakes job, she asked Stephanie, which is Anna Kendrick's character, for a simple favor, which is to pick up her son from school after school because she's going to be stuck at work and her husband is in London taking care of his parents. Anyway, so she picks up the boy, and then Emily never comes to pick the son up, and she goes missing. And so there's this huge investigation between, Stephanie's, trying to take care of Nicky because the husband's really distraught as well. And so her and Emily's husband, Sean, start having this kind of relationship that kind of forms while they're looking for Emily. And then we find out what happens to Emily. Like, she's presumed dead because they find a body, but then there's a huge twist and she's not dead, and there's that whole mystery of, wait, how and who, but the body, and it's this mystery of twists and turns. It's kind of hard to explain. The movie's kind of complex, and it's hard to explain. That's my review. That's my summary. The review. This movie was so good. Like, I as soon as the movie started, one, you have two amazing actresses. You have Anna Kendrick and you have Blake Lively. They're very young. They're very much trying to blossom into their careers, and they are very opposite people. Their characters are so opposite, and that's what I really enjoyed from the very get-go, is just their banter, their dialogue from back and forth in the beginning. Oh, that was such great writing. Because they play their characters so incredibly well, of the, happy-go-lucky single mother who has everything perfect. She has some tragedy in her life. She's a widow, but she's, the perfect mother. And then you have Emily, who doesn't even care to be a mother, it seems like. She has this really attitude of, I need a drink. Don't. She's just very abrupt, and she's very... almost cold in what she says. Like, her dialogue is amazing. And comparing it to the very opposite, you could not have played two more opposite characters together and their conversations are so awkward, and you feel awkward when they're talking, because like for me, I'm putting myself in Anna Kendrick, Stephanie's character, and if somebody said some of the stuff that Emily was saying, I would be like, I would have almost the same reactions. I'd be like, oh yeah, of course, well, all right, well, that makes sense, like, you know, she's trying to make friends and everything. But what this story does is the character of Anna Kendrick, Stephanie, goes throughout this entire development of being this, you know, you find out about her, some of her dark past, and it frames her character, and she does these twists and turns that you don't really see coming, and she's very intelligent, and what happens at the end, it's like, where is she coming from? Oh my goodness. Her character is wow. And then you have Blake Lively, who plays Emily, who's this mystery woman. She plays that role extremely well, of this, I don't care what comes out of my mouth, we're very open type people, I'm gonna swear, I'm gonna drink, hey, does your kid like to drink? He can't start any younger. Like, the mother that, I mean, the role that she plays is, her character is just, I don't know, it's like a wonderful character to watch. And then you have the two together, and their chemistry, even though it's so awkward and so different, it works so well. So, yeah, I mean, what I really also liked about it is just the complex story. It was really original. I could predict some things happening here and there, but generally I was surprised about some of the twists and turns, even up to the very last minute, when the very last thing that happened, and it came out of nowhere, was not expecting that character, this one character, to show up and save the day. What? I don't... What? And then to have that twist and turn, and just it goes, who am I trusting? Am I trusting the husband? Am I trusting, you know, Emily? Am I trusting Stephanie? Or who's on what side, and who, like, they play these allies, and they keep changing, and you're like, I don't know who is what game is playing. And I mean, that is a sign of a good movie. And there's so many commentaries about, you know, the social order of mothers, and the social order of helicopter parenting. You know, what is right to say when somebody says something awkward. I mean, there's a lot of social commentary on here that reflects in today's society as well. But in the core of it, it's good mystery, this good backstory, and about how the past kind of haunts you. There was still one thing that I thought about Stephanie's past that was going to come, but it never came to fruition. So I was like, oh, maybe I was led to believe something was more, but it wasn't. So this movie was just so good, and it was like, I really want to watch it again and again, because there's I'm going to catch so many different things. Oh, I love the soundtrack, by the way. It's very a Frenchy type soundtrack, and really thoroughly enjoyed it. Can't recommend this movie enough. I mean, maybe if you're a girl, it's going to be a little bit like, I'm biased because I'm a girl and it's two girl leads, but I don't think that matters, because I really think that this is something that can appeal to, you know, a lot of people if they're just looking for a complex, good story. All right, so ranking this out of 34 movies I've seen so far, I'm ranking this movie number 2. That's how amazing I thought this movie was, how much I love the dialogue, I love the story, I love the characterization, and how freaking original this movie was. You know, and the industry that, you know, thrives on nostalgia and sequels and remakes and typical cliches, finally we get something meaty and fun to watch. It's comedic. I laughed out loud a lot of different times, but the story was complex as well. So, yes. So, I mean, it's still not going to beat Avengers. Avengers was, you know, Marvel, such a great climax, and, you know, it left me hanging at the end. I'm definitely going to be watching, you know, Avengers Infinity War many times over before, you know, I'll see Simple Favor again. But I definitely love the originality better than Black Panther, which I want to see this. I want to see it again and again and again. I thought the characters were a little bit more original than the ones in Black Panther. So that's where I'm ranking this one. Go see it. Just go see it. I'm probably going to see it like 2 more times in the theaters. I really, really like this movie. All right, bye.